So for this swimming, what's the succession plan?
The succession plan, like I said, is like at the end of the year, we are getting the best from the private, from the public. We are doing a 2-week camp for them. Then they move global.
Okay.
So they move global. We announce them. There will be some of the foreign schools available that we open a lot of scholarships for opportunities for them to continue their swimming career abroad, rather than just moving out of the system without having, and the parents who will be enlightened. Most of these schools that are willing to give scholarships may not have the opportunities if there is no enabling environment to do that. So that is what we
something to assess this talent. Tell me something, Mr. Oyebode. What's the major role of the federation to the swimming league?
The most important thing is the federation has given the endorsement.
Okay.
They've given the support through the Lagos State Swimming Association. They've always been there. They'll provide the technical support for it, officiating, endorsement to some of the corporate bodies that might be willing to support or sponsor this program, because the program will need lots of sponsorship in order to get to the expected height. So they've always been there. They have some of all these means abroad, and they are ready to support anytime we have such invitation.
Okay, sounds good. Sports Tonight on Channels Television, just in case you just joining us or taking a look at school sports development. Swimming gets our attention tonight on the program. Mr. Oluseyi Oyebode is telling us of a new initiative. They want to start a swimming league for schools in Lagos State. That sounds good. They want to start with Lagos State. So with what he has been saying, I want to hear from you. You think this is a program that we need to monitor? You think we can achieve results with this? Talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook Channels IFIN Sports. I'm going there now. I want to hear from you, Mr. Oyebode. Now tell me, this school team, do you leave it to the school to pick their team, or you guys step in one way or the other?
No, the event has been highlighted. So they are the one to pick their team. What we have done is to create that enabling environment. Please come and compete. We come to your school, we compete. We go to another school, we compete. Then, at the end of the day, even if your beginning is not that fantastic, you can still pick up.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a major challenge, even for the coaches, to go extra mile in order to make sure that the children are performing very well. Because at the end of the league, you don't want to see your school be at the bottom. Because as time goes on, times will come for relegation.
Do we have categories? Because I'm just taking a look at some kid that is almost done with school, maybe he's in his final grade, and then he's part of his school team. What happens? Do you have age categories to it?
It's the normal school system. We are starting from age 6. The event starts from 6.
Age 6?
Yes, age 6. You'll be marveled when you see these kids. You'll be marveled. Then you know that we are missing a lot
I think the problem is how to sustain the interest, because as they grow, and their friends, the friend that is playing basketball is already doing well in the US. The other hand that is playing football has joined Reading in the UK. And then this swimmer is just... I think, how do we sustain the interest at that level?
The bottom line is creating enabling environment. It's not every child that will play football. Most of the parents want their children to play football. But when they come, we assess them. I normally tell parents that, look, there's always a way out. It's because of our belief for football in this country. That's why everybody wants to. And the trend is now like we are taking our children at the tender stage to abroad, get them an academy so that they can be like the likes of Iwobi, Dele Ali, and the rest. But it's not every child that will play football. So when we discover a talent in any sports, the best thing is to create that enabling environment for that talent to grow. So when we now have swimmers that are moving on and they are doing wonderfully well at that stage through the league, a lot of interest will come back to swimming.
That's right.
And even in the public schools, you see them coming back to swimming.
Because if you go to the rural areas, you get to see a lot of good swimmers. What they lack is that basic foundation, the technique, the training. I'll come back to you. Let's take this tweet from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, thank you so much. You're writing from Luxembourg. We appreciate you. He says, that swimming league is the kind of initiative that is required to develop grassroots sports in Nigeria. We agree with you because we're talking about the school system here, and it's very, very important. So before we let you go, when will this league start? January next year, February next year?
The league will start January next year. And we have some schools now that has registered to be part of the league. And like I said, Lagos State is coming on board. It's a discussion still ongoing. And I believe they have it because we are starting in the state, and the state should be able to encourage that. And very soon, it's going to move up to the highest level.
That's right. The good thing is that we've started. So wish you guys all the best. See this through. It's one for the future. We'll be monitoring. Thank you so much, Mr. Oluseyi.
It's a great pleasure. And let me say thank you for your concern for grassroots development in Nigeria. You've been awesome. You've been wonderful.
Thank you too.
And it's all about passion. There's no anything attached to that. You've been genuine about it. And once again, I want to say a big thank you to you and Channels Television.
Thank you so much. So to you guys also that have been selfless with this, thank you. I appreciate you so